Hello guys, so welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be showing you how to make a CV for research opportunities. So before that, if you haven't watched my previous two videos on research opportunities, go and check it out. I have put a video on why research is important as an undergraduate student, and also one more video on how to email a professor. So this video is going to be on how to make a CV so that you can attach this CV in the email template which I have already shown in the previous video. So if you make this CV and attach it, and there's high chances that you will be getting research opportunities. Okay, so let's quickly get started. The first one is that I'll also share this template with you in the description below, so you can use it. Okay, so the first thing is that your name. So make sure that your name is in capital name and full name is there, and your phone number and your university email and your personal email ID. But make sure that if you are using your personal email ID, that name, right? Because generally in personal email IDs we used to keep, like, for example, some random names and random numbers, something like that. So make sure that your personal email ID is professional, which means just your name and at gmail.com or something. But if your email ID has some random names, figures, something like that, then please don't include this personal email ID. Okay, just include your phone number and your university email ID. Then mention which university you are currently studying in. Okay, and one more thing is that this CV is for undergraduate students only. I don't know about the CV procedure for master student and PhD students, because master students and PhD students will have more research experience and more work experience. So I don't know how to do it. So this is purely for undergraduate student. Also, I am also undergraduate student only, fourth year student at Vitspilani Goa campus, chemical engineering. Okay, and one more thing I want to tell is that there are two things. Okay, one is CV and resume. See, generally if you see in the Google and all, right, CV and resume both are same only. Okay, but my personal thing is that I call resume if it is for job applications for industry. Okay, and I call it CV when it comes to research opportunities. So according to me, CV and resume both are different. CV is for research, resume is for job applications. Okay, so both are different, and in this video I'll be going to tell about only CV. If you want to know about how to make a resume, so you can comment down below. I will make sure that I'll make a video on how to make the resume for job applications. Okay, so yeah, and the first thing is that in this CV, education. Okay, so in education you don't have to put your schooling background and all. Okay, so see, for research generally professors are very busy. Okay, so they will just see your CV in 5 seconds. In that 5 seconds, if you are going to include your schooling and all, okay, so it will make it requires space, and the main things will go down. Okay, so also nobody cares in which school you studied from, because especially if the professor is from abroad, he don't even know that this school exists or not. So you don't have to put your school, okay, your details. Only you have to put your undergraduate college, and if you are master's PhD, it's completely different. So I'm not going to talk about it. So in this video, I'm going to talk only about undergraduate research, and so you'll be having only one education detail. Okay, so mention which degree you're coming, whether you are doing BE or BTech or BS, something like that, and chemical engineering or what engineering branch. Again, your institute, university name, and you have to mention the details, like from which joining date till when, and your current CGPA. See, for an undergraduate, everybody will be knowing that you won't be having much of research experience. So the only thing which gives weightage to your profile is your CGPA. But you don't have to worry if your CGPA is low. Okay, so first thing is that your current CGPA you have to mention out of 10, because as I said before in the previous email also, different countries use different CGPA scales. In US and all, to be like out of 4. So please mention like what is your CG out of 10 or out of 4, something like that. And also I prefer to put the table where it tells the semester wise GPA and CGPA, especially when your progress improves. In case of in my case, right, my first CGPA was less, first semester CGPA, but as the semesters went, my CGPA drastically improved. So in those cases, if you show each and every CGPA, it will show that with years you are getting better and better. Okay, so that is why I made this table. So you can mention what is your semester wise GPAs and your CGPAs, okay, of every semesters. And this is about the education thing. Your The next thing is that your area of research interest. Okay, make sure that don't put all research interest. Maximum try to put only 4, not beyond that. And in my case, I have put like renewable energy, hydrogen fuel cells, and sustainability. So it depends from person to person what are your interest, everything. Okay, so make sure that don't put more than 4 and all. So this has to be your many people will be interested in almost everything, okay, at least little bit, but you have to put only the areas where you are more interested in working. Okay, so maximum 4, not beyond that. And next comes work experience. Okay, in case of work experience, especially it's in internships what you have done in universities or in some what industries where research is being conducted. Okay, and when you put this work experience projects, make sure that you put it in a reverse order, which means your latest work experience or project should be at the top, and your oldest work experience or project should be at the bottom. I hope you understand. So in the work experience section, you have to mention where you what is a company name or university name where you worked, whether it is a summer internship or it's like 6 months project. You mentioned that, and you have to mention from which month and which year, and your title of the project and details about the projects. Okay, and next, see, work experience is something where you do apart from your university where you are studying, and projects is something where you do research projects under your professor from your own university. So there is a difference. Okay, so in case of projects, you don't have to put the company name because it by default it means the projects you have done in your home university. So in projects, just the title of the project and which month, year, and the details. Okay, if you see here, it is from, if you see the order, it is in reverse order. See, January 2023 to July 2023. Here it's August 2022 to December 2022, May 2022 to July 2022, and January 2022 to May 2022. It has to be in the reverse order. Okay, and when I mention these details, I mean, you just have to shortly explain what is your project is about, what is your objective, and what procedure you are following. If it is some related to machine learning concepts in chemical engineering, you can mention that I use this this method, or if you use softwares like Aspen Plus, Console, etc. So you have to mention those details. Make sure that you don't write in big paragraph. It has to be just two or at most 3 bullet points. Make it short and concise, and make sure that there is no spelling mistakes, no grammatical mistakes, and bold the important keywords in that. Okay, so this is about the work experience and projects. And at the end of the page, you can put your name and the page number. Also, a very important thing is that don't make your resume more than 2 pages, at least for your undergraduate opportunities. Okay, because see, as I said before, professors just take a look at your CV for just for 5 seconds or 10 seconds, something like that. If it is of 3 pages, then high chances that he might not pay attention to each and every detail. If it is short, maybe there's high chances that he will look into it more depth. Okay, so make sure that it does not cross 2 pages, and also include all your important details in the first page itself. Try to fit everything in the first page, and then in the second page, little less important. For example, your CG, area of interest, work experience, project are the most important one. So make sure that you put these things in the first page, and then in the second page other details. So if you have some conference presentations or publications in journals, you can mention it over here. So you can mention it, what is the if it is a conference, who conducted the conference, when it was conducted, what is the name of the conference, and what is the title of your project. If it is in journal, you have to mention the authors and what is the topic, which journal, etc. Okay, and then comes your technical strength. In technical strength, I'm focusing on chemical engineering. So for modeling and analysis, there are software like Ospin Plus, COMSOL, etc. You have to mention those things. And programming skills, MATLAB, Python, C++. Because even in chemical engineering, there's lots of projects which use this programming skills. Okay, so for those things, you can mention it. And then comes your courses which you have completed in your bachelor degree. Okay, so include all the important courses. See, you may tell that the compulsory courses is common for all the universities. So what is the use of mentioning it again? But still, I recommend you to mention each and everything. For example, in chemical engineering, fluid mechanics, thermodynamics, mass transfer, everything is like common. The professor, if he is from chemical engineering, he knows that any chemical engineering student will study from any university, will study these three subjects. But still, I recommend you to mention all the if you are into chemical engineering based research, then mention only the chemical engineering subjects. You don't have to mention for example, some physics course which you have done, or some maths course which you have done, some electrical course you have done. Make sure that it is relevant to your engineering branch and your project. Okay, so mention all your chemical engineering courses, electives which you have done in chemical engineering, and open electives. And suppose if you are in your third year or you haven't completed your final year, then you can mention the course names, and you can mention it is in progress, which means that you will be completing, you are currently doing that courses in your university. Okay, so these are the completed courses, these are the in progress courses. Next comes your academic achievements. So here you can mention what is your class rank, what is your department rank, and if you are some course topper, etc. in any particular subject, you can mention it. And finally, extracurricular activities. Okay, so here you can mention what are your hobbies, or if you have any position of responsibilities. See, this one is just will give him an idea about your personality. Okay, only for that you are going to mention about your extracurriculars. Okay, and so these are the important sections which you have to put, and make a CV, and this CV you can attach it with your email template. Okay, and these are the key points. School details are not required. Make sure your personal email ID does not have any random names. Write only few area of interest. Also make sure that, okay, I forgot to tell this point. If you are writing research interest, make sure that at least you have some kind of project based on that. For example, you one second, I'll just show it to you. For example, you write a project on hydrogen fuel cells, and that you, in this work experience and project, there is no project which is related to this, then it does not make any sense, right? So if you write your area of interest, make sure that at least there are few projects which you have worked on based on your research interest. Okay, and then projects, internships should be in the reverse order. At most 2 pages, grammar and spelling checks. It has to be simple and neat. Bold the key important keywords, and use resume action words. Okay, so if you Google, there are some resume action words which you can use it for the details sections. Okay, and don't use one CV for all professors. Tailor them according to your research interest and lab, because every professor will have their own interest. So make sure that you tailor it according to the professors. Okay, so these are the important details. I have shared everything. If you have any more doubts, you can ask it in the comments, or you can follow me on Instagram or LinkedIn. I am active on those social medias, and you can message me if you have any doubts or clarifications required. So I hope I have covered how to email a professor and how to make a CV. So if you follow these steps, you can get a very good research opportunity at your dream university in the areas of interest. Okay, so thank you guys. If you like this video, hit that thumbs button and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so bye bye.